Hello everyone, Luke here and welcome back to the channel. So when you're working with wood, especially when it's been reclaimed, say from something like a shelving unit or a bed frame, what you're going to find is usually these pieces of wood have holes in them. Whatever that means, it could have been bolted to something, it could have been screwed to something, but usually the case they have holes in them. And that's a bit of an annoying thing, especially when you're trying to do a nice piece of woodwork. So what we're going to be doing in this video is how to fill holes in wood properly. So let's go take a look. So what I thought would be a good example is to get a nice bit of 2x2 and drill 16 holes in it. So let's take a closer look at that. And they're about 1 inch deep per hole. So what we're going to do is fill these properly. Okay, so I've got myself set up and it's actually going to be really easy. And it only consists of 2 things. One of which is a quick drying polyfiller, and this is just going to fill the main holes. And the second one being is a fine surface polyfiller, which takes a little bit longer to dry, but it's going to leave a nice smooth finish and you wouldn't even be able to tell that these holes were there. Right, so let's get on with it. I've got my scrapey tool. Get a nice amount of polyfiller on there and just start scraping over the holes. And as you can see, it's done a nice job filling them. So we're going to leave this to dry, sand it down, and then put a coat of the fine polyfiller over the top. So now that bit is dried, all I'm going to do is sand it down. So that is what it looks like when it's sanded down, and you might be able to see that it's pitted just a little bit, but that's okay because that means the filler has gone all the way down to the bottom, and that's the reason why we use this fine polyfiller right here. So all I'm going to do is do the same thing as I did last time, get a little bit onto my spatula. Like so, and just scrape it across. Like so, and now we just leave this to dry. So now the polyfiller's dried, it's time to sand it down. And once we've done that, the holes should be completely flush against the wood, so when you paint it, you wouldn't even be able to tell that the holes are there. Right, so let's sand this down. So what I'm going to do is give it a nice coat of primer using this stuff right here. As you can see, they just completely vanish. And there we go, so we will leave that to dry and we will take a look at the finished result. So now the paint has dried, as you can see the holes have completely disappeared, which was the finish that we were looking for. And I definitely thought this was worth doing a video on, just because I didn't quite realise that you could use these products to do this sort of stuff. And it was a tip that I picked up a little while ago whilst I was working on my table. Because obviously I was using reclaimed MDF, so I obviously had to fill a lot of stuff. So anyway guys, this brings me to the end of the video and I really hope you thought it was interesting. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them all. Anyway guys, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you later.